Chapter 14, Bhagavad Gita, text 4. Camera to आया. What are the news? Today would be some big function, is there? Huh? At Kalasha, huh? Huh? Doda function is that? Where? Where, Mangalore or Udupi? Oh, that is also there. Their Gopura is, their Suvarna Gopura. They finished. Hare Krishna. उसको भी फेसबुक लाइव लगाओ ना. ठीक है वो अभी छोड़ो, इसको लगा दो वो स्टैंड के साथ फेसबुक लाइव. मैं शुरू कर देता है, बीच में लगा देना. कैमरा ऑन कर दो. हरे कृष्णा. Chapter 14, text 4. Sarvayoneshu Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavanti Yaha Tasam Brahma Mahadyonihi Aham Bija Pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in the metal nature, and I am the seed-giving father. ऐसे लगाना. I am the seed-giving father. So let us understand this point. Aham bija pradapita. It's a very nice meditation. Krishna is claiming us as part of his family. Prabhupada says very nicely that why you are trying to break the relationship. This relationship is eternal. So Krishna comes and tells the rascal, what are you trying to do? You cannot break this relationship. Let's go. ऐसे करो, ऐसे नहीं. हाँ, straight. So Krishna is trying to teach us that the relationship is eternal. It's not a temporary. So it's not a temporary relationship. ऐसा लगा के फिर उसको. Okay, so this is very important point. It is said the material relationship we have in this world are like pieces of grass which come together. And then what happens when the water goes over, pieces of grass flowing in a river, when water goes over some stone, it spreads, breaks. Therefore, Krishna always feels, just like a mother feels for the child. Mother always have a feeling the child is part of the body. You feel like that? The same way, Krishna also feels that we are part of him. There is one more shloka, 15:15. Krishna says, Mamev Amsha, you're part of my body. So he has that feeling that we are connected to him. And therefore, we see that Krishna continuously makes an attempt. Sometimes we wonder, why doesn't Krishna forget us? Correct? Sometimes that idea comes, why doesn't God forget us? It cannot be possible. There is no possibility of him forgetting us. That is not possible. Mamev amshaha. Just like you cannot make a mother forget the child. It is very difficult. Anna? It's very difficult. The same way Krishna cannot forget us. And Krishna always remembers us with love. So much so that Krishna accompanies every living entity in the heart as Paramatma. He accompanies in the heart as Paramatma. And it is not possible for him at any instance to forget. Always thinking what to do. We are discussing the last time, Krishna says, Kshetragram chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. That last shloka, 14th chapter, second shloka was that I am also the knower in everybody. We are the knower maybe in some body, but Krishna is the knower in all the bodies. He's very conscious of each one of us. And why he is trying to know, sometimes you would like to know, why we like to know. We can make some fun of that person. Why we want to know? We can take advantage of that person. Why we like to know? Like in the morning we were discussing, Dhritarashtra wanted to know what's happening in the battlefield. Why? Because he has some interest in it. Just like we have, suppose nowadays the World Cup going on. Why if there is a match going between Sri Lanka and England, why we are not interested? We are not interested. We have no interest in it. But Krishna wants to know. Krishna wants to know every moment you are thinking. Why? Because he has interest in it. He has some business with it. You're understanding this point? He wants to know for what? Because he wants to reform us. Because he is not very happy what we are doing. Because he wants to gradually take us back to Godhead. Therefore he wants to know. And he not only wants to know what activities you are doing, he also wants to know what you are thinking. Like, just imagine, we don't have that kind of love. We want to know, ऐसा है क्या? Every moment, आपका बच्चा क्या सोच रहा है, क्या कर रहा है, आप जानना चाहते हैं, आप थक जाओगे यार, छोड़ो. Correct? Because our love cannot match Krishna's love. Krishna's love is very intense. Every moment he wants to, not just, it is brought him information. Suppose you are giving an information. अभी ये सोच रहा है, अभी ये सोच रहा है, अभी ये कर रहा है. After some time, it leaves. Just like, है ना? थक जाओगे. Our love is limited. Krishna's love is, he wants to know. And not only he knows, Anumanta, whole material energy is under control. He wants to take care. And a child run away from home. Our condition is like a child run away from home. And Krishna wants to know still, what are we doing? What are we thinking? Because he knows this will not be good for them. Correct? He wants to know how they can be brought back to his shelter. That's why Krishna wants to know. Take it? As a nahi, simply wants to know for what he wants to know. There is a reason he wants to know. So Krishna is saying that I am Bija Praja Pita. Pita means father. I am the father of all the living entities. But we have some other explanation here. They say that no, Krishna is not the father. It's all chemical combinations we have. Life came about. And then some accidents, it evolved. ऐसा ही कुछ पढ़ाते हैं ना स्कूल में? क्या पढ़ाते हैं? Some chemical combination, life came into being. Miller theory पढ़ा है? भी नहीं पढ़ा है. Which class you are in now? 8. अभी नहीं, 10th में आएगा ये. ये सब स्टोरी 10th में शुरू हो गया. आपकी क्लास में शुरू हो गया? हाँ, पढ़ाना शुरू कर दिया ये सब. पढ़ाएंगे भी ये सब. They will teach all this thing. If you don't even see in class, it's there in all the newspaper, magazines, TV, internet. That's what they try to tell. But Krishna is saying, Aham Bija Prajapita. Is saying, I am the father. And they are saying, no, Krishna is not the father. Some chemicals combine and life is formed, and automatically those the chemical thought we should improve the combination. Chemicals took initiative to improve. Prabhupada said, so illogical it is. Sometimes Prabhupada said, A gentleman should be ashamed to speak such nonsense. He speaks such strong words. Okay. And then finally, after all this thing, what happens? The life is found. And then we are also like that. So we do not have a feeling. It's very important, our identity. We should not identify with the material body. We should identify ourselves as son of Krishna. We are all members of Krishna's family. Just like when Krishna had 16,000 children. How many children were there? Into 16,100 wives. Each wife, 10 children. How many children? 16,100 into 10. Correct? 1 lakh 6, whatever you can calculate, 1,60,000. Each one felt, I am a son of Krishna or not, even though they were large in number. Correct? Not all are the same age, some are small, some are big. So each one of us in that way can feel we are son of Krishna. Therefore, there is brotherhood. Prabhupada used to say they want to unite the world. But what is the use? What is the use? They want to unite the world, but there is no unity. What is happening? There is disunity. Isn't it? Shri Radha Govinda ki? There is no unity happening. Still it is breaking apart. Can we see that or not? It's happening. So very nicely Prabhupada says. Prabhupada said they created United Nations. But instead of unity, disunity happened. Every year the flags are increasing. Very nice thing, Prabhupada. They said because there is nobody to speak there. They are created, but people are not speaking, only dogs are barking. So the dogs will only create more fight. There is nobody qualified to speak there. And if somebody is qualified to speak and brings people on the Krishna conscious platform, unity will occur. But there is nobody like that. And then Prabhupada says, we created the small movement, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Correct? And we see people working from all around the world are becoming part of this movement. Why? Why this unity is coming? Prabhupada says, because humbly we are speaking something. Correct? So when we present the Bhagavad Gita as it is, that we are all part and parcel of Krishna, automatically what happens? Unity comes. Correct? Whole world becomes together. Aham bija praja pita. It's not illusion. Krishna is declaring here. Correct? Krishna declare kare na. Aham bija praja pita. Tasam brahma mahadyoni aham bija praja. Sarva yoneshu kaunteya. All the species of life. In fact, every species of life deserve due respect. They deserve to be taken care. Recently somebody made a statement, only human beings have a right to be taken care of. No. Every species of life have a right to live. Correct? They have a right or not. Therefore they call praja. And a king who is actually ruling on behalf of the Lord should not only see the human beings are happy, you should see that all other animals are happy. It is said when Yudhishthira Maharaj was ruling the world, the cows were so happy that they were moistening the ground with the milk. So much. When anybody is happy, his output is better, isn't it? Somebody is happy, his output is better. No? You will study better, you will do all the work better. Similarly, cows are happy, they give more milk. And they were so happy, in fact, they're so fearless. I remember once one architect was telling me that if you want to see good management, you should see of that building the public toilet and see how good that the public toilet is maintained. You can know how good the manager is. So similarly, in a management of the country, we should see how the animals are faring. Are the animals happy? That means king is very good. Correct? To level of animal he has taken care. In fact, the joke that first chapati, if you distribute food to animals, the first one you should give to cow and the last one to the dog. You have a saying like that. No animal is neglected. Or first is given preference to cow and the last piece you give to the dog. Anyway, that's another story. So this is a basic principle that the king has to take care even of animals. Even animals should be happy. Why? Because Krishna is saying that I am the father. Because Krishna is having this kind of a vision, we should develop through Krishna similar vision. There is in Bhagavad Gita a very important shloka of Samaha. What is the shloka? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Sapake Cha Pandita Tamadashina. What is the meaning? It says Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. It says we see Krishna. We see with Brahmana who has knowledge and who's very gentleman. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Such a Brahmana we see. Gavi Hastini, we see a cow. So we see a qualified Brahmana. We see a cow, Gavi. We see Hastini, an elephant. Shuni Chaiva Sapakecha, we see a dog. Sapake, we see a dog eater. Pandita Samadarshinaha, we see all of them equally. So we have, what are the things? Brahmana, qualified Brahmana, who is knowledgeable and full of humility. Gavi, we see a cow. Hastini, we see an elephant. Shuni, we see a dog. We see a dog eater. And a Pandita sees all of them equally. How can he see them equally? Because Krishna is saying here, Aham Bija Prajapita, is claiming to be Pita. Pita means father. Is claiming to the father of all the living entities. Because Krishna is claiming to be the father of all the living entities, therefore, if you are seeing through Krishna, we can see equally. Therefore, Prabhupada used to say, if we say Hindu Vaishnava, we say American Vaishnava, Prabhupada, it's an offense. Don't say like that. Vaishnava is a Vaishnava. Correct? We should not see the bodily difference. Rather, we should do the equality on the platform of soul. Then there will be equality in this world. Okay? This is a very important principle. Aham Brija Prajapita. So Krishna is claiming to be the father of all the living entities. And if this attitude we develop, then we develop Samaha Sarvesha Bhuteshu. We see equally. Pandita Samadarshina. Then you are a learned. आजकल बोलते हैं ना पंडित जी ऐसा ना बोलना किसी को भी बहुत लोगों को पंडित जी बोला गया है बट पंडित का मतलब होता है he sees equally. In fact, we have the greatest example of Shukadeva Goswami. His equality was even higher. He was not seeing difference between even male and female. But that's very, very advanced consciousness. There are various definitions of Pandit given in Bhagavad Gita which are different from society. Chanakya Muni also gave a definition of Pandit. At least we should come to that level. What is the definition? Matrivat paradareshu paradarvyeshu loshtavat atmat sarvbhuteshu sahapashyati sa pandita. What the definition is that when he sees any woman as a mother or except his wife, paradareshu, apart from wife, any woman he respects like mother. Paradarvyeshu loshtavat, he sees the wealth of any person as stones on the street, doesn't give any value. He doesn't feel envy. Atmat sarvbhuteshu, gives every living entity respect like he gives to himself. He is a Pandit. This is the definition of Pandit by Chanakya. Bhagavad Gita has one more definition of Pandit in the second chapter. What is the definition? Ashochan anuvashochastyam pragyamansat vadamsa bhashase gatasun agatasun chananu shochanti pandita. Pandita means Krishna is scolding Arjuna. Arjuna, you are speaking like a Pandit, but the qualification of Pandit there, he does not cry for something which is not worthy of crying. Ashochan anuvashochastvam. You Arjuna, you are crying for what is not worthy of crying. Pragyavadam bhashit, you are speaking like a very learned man. Gatasun agatasun cha. For a person who is gone, gata means gati ho gayi uski. Tir hogi dare. Agatasun abhi gaya nahi hai. Pandita samadarshana is equal. He is not disturbed. Generally, when you see society, people are so many ways disturbed. Pandita is not disturbed by anything. Correct? Generally, in the newspaper, they try to disturb you. This happened, that happened. Oh, you think so many things happened. Now this government came, now that government. You think so many things happened. Nothing is changed. Pandita Samadarshana, he is not disturbed. He is actually Pandit. His mind is still fixed on Krishna. Nothing can distract him. He is a Pandit. So we should try to develop this mentality or consciousness. Then as we take to Krishna consciousness seriously, the heart becomes purified. Presently, we are in meditation. I am the body. I am the son of this. I am daughter of this. This is your meditation now. This is polluted consciousness. And Jiver Sarup Hoy Krishner Nitya Das. Original consciousness is I am son of Krishna. But that will come when the heart is purified. Correct? When you purify, our goal of life is purify, 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 purify. Therefore, you follow regulative principles. Therefore, we chant Hare Krishna. What happens? Purify. When heart is fully purified, you feel I am son of Krishna. And then you'll feel peace. Then you feel happiness. So this is where the Bhagavad Gita Krishna is leading us. When somebody, just imagine he is a poor man roaming in the street, you inform him that you are son of such a rich man, all his problems are over. One stroke, all problems are over. The richest personality, the greatest personality is saying, you are my son. That means we inherit his property. Son is always inheriting the property of the father. So why we have anxiety? Brahmabhuta Prasannatma. When somebody understands, I am the son of Krishna, he becomes immediately joyful. Prasannatma. Na shochati, na kanshati. He does not lament for anything, neither hanker for anything. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. He sees all living entities also as son of Krishna. Madhbhakti lapate param. In that situation, somebody achieves pure devotion to Krishna. So this is very important, that what we identify with. We should always identify, I am son of Krishna. That will give us peace and happiness. Prabhupada ki. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki.
Last line. Come out means the purpose is that the living entities being impregnated in the material world come out and form at the time of creation according to the past deeds. Perfect. Last line. Past deeds. Same.
Come out at the time of creation according to the past state. It's fine, no?
Yeah, means what is happened now because of
past states. Take away. Come out. We take the body based on our activities. As we are doing activities, our mind is changing. Karmatmakam yena sharira bandha. The mind becomes colored by activities. So as we keep doing sinful activity or good activities, our mind is changing. Gets addicted, no? Mind gets addicted means it's changing. As the mind changes, our next form is getting ready. It's like when you grow in weight, small children, every year you have to give them different dress. The mind has changed. Similarly, as we change our mind, our activities, as we change our activities, our mind changes. As we change our mind, our next form is getting ready. It's like a child is picking a weight. You tell the tailor to give him a bigger shirt, increase the size and width. So similarly, as we change our activities, our mind changes, our next spot is getting ready. If our activities are service to Krishna, we go back to the spiritual world. Shri Prabhupada ki. Bhagavad Gita ki. क्या पूरा गया बीच में बंद हो गया